All right, guys, so today's currently January 14th, 2026, and today I passed another combine on Topstep, which resulted in me getting an Express account, and I took a quick scalp on the Express, which I made $152 on. For the scalp, I was just taking continuation shorts. I was risking one mini, so the amount of ticks that price had to move in order to actually hit the $150 TP wasn't that much, right? It was just a very quick trade, and I just wanted to get the $150 winning day out of the way. Because the main trades that I took already happened, in my opinion, but I took them on the combines, which is why I didn't want to, look to trade some more on the Express account. Just took a quick scalp and hit the $150 winning day. All right. So I'm just going to go over the combine trades that I did take. So yeah, let's just get straight to the charts. So as you can see, this marked out right here is a 15-minute fair value gap. And I see that we get an internal sweep and price starts to displace lower, right? At this point, I'm looking to take shorts all day. We do have these 15-minute lows right over here, marked out by these lines. And that's my draw on liquidity, right? But right when the market opens, I'm looking for price to at least hit this area. And eventually it does, right? But you know how I trade. I usually go really heavy with the combines. Sorry, I go really heavy with the contracts because my goal is to just pass it as fast as I can, right? Honestly, I don't condone this way of doing it, but it's just how I've done it and it's worked for me. So I'm just going to continue doing it. If you guys need to take your time, by all means, just take your time, right? Because right off the bat, when market opens, I take shorts and I get stopped out for $1,600, right? I take a $1,629 loss, which leaves me with like $370 left in the account, right? To my maximum drawdown. And that put me in a really bad spot, right? Because as you can see, after taking that loss, price eventually went down. I think that would have definitely passed us the challenge, right? Yeah, I definitely would have, because I was risking pretty heavy. So I didn't need price to move that much before I hit the $1,500 TP. But I enter in I do a market entry and price reverses the other way right away, right? I start seeing numbers fluctuate. I see negative 1.7K. And at this point, I just had to close the trade because I didn't want to risk getting liquidated or hitting my maximum loss limit. So I take the L, and that really sucks so bad because the next minute price eventually just dumps, right? So after I took that first loss, I ended up I reduced my risk to one mini and I took shorts again, which luckily it did result in a $795 win. And that gave me a decent breathing room, right? Like I needed that very badly. And afterwards, I was like, okay, I take my $795 profit. I'm still in drawdown. And at this point, I'm thinking, are we actually going higher? And my reasoning for that is because we sweep this low and we get a displacement with an inversion of the 1 minute fair value gap right over here, right? And at this point, I'm like, okay, this could be a potential long to the hourly highs, right? And so I waited for this candle to close. We close and inverse this gap. Price starts moving higher again. And I eventually just do a two mini entry right here, which resulted in a $780 win. At this point, I was still in drawdown. And, what I've noticed is almost every time that I've been in drawdown and I take like risky trades, it's better to just take the profit than wait for it to actually hit like your market structure or whatever your TP is. Obviously, it's good if it does, but if it doesn't, then if it doesn't hit your TP and you were up a decent amount on the trade and it reverses to either your stop loss or your break even, that will suck a lot. Because when that happens, at least for me, I start tilting, right? Because like, oh my God, I could have had this much more to play with, right? But when it hits break even, I'm still in a lot of drawdown. And if I take another trade, I'm more emotional and I'm just not thinking straight, right? So I take longs, I do a 2 mini market entry, and once price goes up, right, I see it start to kind of come back down, right? And at this point, I'm like, okay, just take the profit to build the buffer back up again. So I take the profit, and at this point, we were up. I think we were, give or take, around near break even, right? So that's how that played out. And at this point right here, I'm like, okay, I wait for this candle to close, right? We form another 1 minute fair value gap right here, and price starts to push off of it. We're pushing lower, right? So at this point, I'm like, okay, I genuinely believe that price will continue lower to at least take out these lows, and if not, like the 15-minute lows that are very strong draws on liquidity, in my opinion. So I go in heavy again. I risk 3 minis and I take a short, right? And eventually that played out and we passed the combine. So yeah, I mean, it was quite a roller coaster. There's not too much to say about these kinds of trades because I wasn't like, obviously there was definitely like the setup here. It's just my risk was very bad. But like I said, because it is a combine and I'm trying to pass it, this is just how I do it, right? And let me show you guys here. I don't mean to flex, but these are, we are finally max allocated with 50K Express accounts on Topstep, is what I wish I could say, because all these accounts are blown. I only have one Express account, and you know, I recently got this book, Trading in the Zone, which I honestly really hope can improve my psychology. Like, I just want to get some better insight as to like why or what it takes to be a profitable trader. And I already know my issue is definitely with psychology, right? And risking more in the money, right? Because I want to risk more because I want to make money. And when I do risk more, I don't go into the trade accepting what I could potentially lose, right? And that just is a equation for disaster and an unprofitable trader. So yeah, but yeah, there's not too much to say, guys. I know here it says we have 550K Express funded accounts, but the reality is 4 of them are at negative $1, which really sucks. I've kind of really just want to take it really slow. I know I said that last time. I don't know, guys. Like, I really have to work on my psychology. It's honestly killing me. Hence why I bought the book. It was $70, which is so expensive. But in my head, I was like, I'm blowing money on combines. And what's $70, right? If the $70 can help you, then it's an investment in my trading journey. And if trading is something that I really enjoy and really love, then this book is something that I should at least read once, right? Because I think it's a staple in the trading industry. Like, many people recommend it. So yeah, I'm kind of just seeing like if reading this book actually does help me. I'll definitely be recording the journey in terms of reading this book and seeing how it actually affects my trading. And yeah. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, for those of you who are still on this journey with me, I don't know where you guys are currently at in your journey, but just so you know, everyone has their own timeline. And it really sucks because some might take longer than others, right? But if this is something you truly want, you just got to stick to it, right? Try to improve day by day. And it's really hard because, yeah, you can always say these things, but if you don't follow through with it, then nothing changes, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. And it's the truth, right? Which is why I decided to actually buy this book to try to dig deeper into the trading psychology, right? Because I don't know if you guys know what you guys need to work on, but at least for me, I already know it's my psychology. Like, I literally have the strategy. Now it's just a matter of executing, right? And so that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.